3 months. Man, it sure has felt like a lot longer than that. Alright, what is up everyone? It is the Mad King Paradox S, and before I start, you will notice a new background. I think it's clearly obvious that I'm not exactly in the place I was originally, and the reason for that is shit happens. I had to not be at the place I was anymore, and now I'm here. That's the simplistic version of it. So, anyway, let's continue. You've already read the title, so you know this is about what Fox News said about Star Wars Battlefront. One of the most... Any Star Wars fan that I knew was losing their mind when this game first came out, just the other day, really. People have been talking about it the whole time. It was on everyone's subject list. It was pretty much everywhere when, you know, you were around people that, like I know, are into Star Wars that much. Yeah. Then Fox News decided to add in their 2 cents to the matter. And there was a group of people that was discussing this, but the one whose attention everyone had was the woman by the name of, and yes, I keep looking down because I have a paper so I can remember all this shit, because I don't want to miss any of it, a woman by the name of Catherine Tenth. She was the ringleader in this fucking King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table type deal. You had Asshat McGillicuddy over here and dipshit fucktard over here and complete dumbass over here. But she was the ringleader. She was the ringmaster in this 3-ring circle of stupidity. I mean, the things she said should not be said by a news reporter, or whatever her actual title is. Because I actually did a little bit of background research on her, not the creepy kind. She's been doing this sort of thing for a good long while now. She's discussed things on live national television, news reports, all that, anywhere between culture and government outreach. And she usually does this with a sort of English, sort of a sarcasm / humor / satire type of presentation, because apparently she has a background in comedy and performs at clubs every so often. That's a thing. And so she decided to try her hand, along with these 5 or so other people that apparently work for Fox News, about Star Wars Battlefront. And pretty much what she said, and this is primarily why I have the paper, because I want to get her wording right. She said on national television that she had never had an interest watching space nerds poke each other with their little space sticks. And I'm not going to start now. Never had an interest in space nerds poking each other with their little space sticks. It's a lightsaber. First off, let's just get that out of the way. It's called a lightsaber. A lightsaber is one of the most iconically recognized weapons in pop culture, in movie culture. If you don't know what a lightsaber is, you are mental. But she calls it a space nerd stick. And I'll get to that in a little bit. She also said right afterwards that you Star Wars people are crazy, because she tweeted the other day, prior to when this was on national television, that she said she tweeted that she was not familiar with the Star Wars series because she was too busy liking cool things and being attractive. You weren't familiar with the series, which is understandable. I don't claim to be the biggest Star Wars fanatic there is. I know the basics. I've seen the movies. I'm not one of those people that know every single second of every single frame, know all the details, the backstories, the lore, fan fictions, theories, all that. I don't know all of that. I know pretty much enough to keep me in a conversation with someone who does know. That's my level. She says she was unfamiliar with the series because she was too busy liking cool things and being attractive. First off, Star Wars is awesome. It doesn't matter if you love the series or hate the series, you can't deny that it's awesome. It's been around since 1977, I believe. I believe that's when the first Star Wars came out. It's either that or somewhere close to that. But it's been around that long, and they're still going with it. It still has a very huge fan base that's only getting bigger as time progresses. It is a cultural icon. It is a pop culture icon. It will live forever in the bowels of history. Annals will speak of it later. Everyone knows about this. Especially someone whose background in news reporting deals with culture. Film and culture icons fall into that category. She should have known at least a base amount of knowledge of the series, but she says she was unfamiliar with it. Are you going to take the word of someone who's supposed to be recording and talking about culture and other things going on in the country from someone who says that they are unfamiliar with one of the most easily recognizable things about the subject in which they themselves say they're knowledgeable about? Yeah, okay. She doesn't have to watch it. She doesn't have to like it. She doesn't have to do any of that. But she should at least acknowledge its role. It's how big it is in today's culture. Like I said, she doesn't have to like it, doesn't have to watch it, but she should be at least familiar with it in order to talk about it intellectually on national television in front of everyone to see. But no, her and a couple of other people were just talking about it so bad. You all are supposed to be professional. Professional. You are not supposed to go on live television and slander one of the most iconic film series in American history. In the world, I would say. And this shows you I'm not a big fanatic Star Wars fan, because I would have said, in the universe, far, far away, and all of that. But the part that really got me was the fact that she was saying that I'm attractive and liked cool things, so why would I care about a movie about space nerds poking each other with space sticks? That's just... You work for an not easily known, English. I am very bad at it. For a very well-known news reporting company. Fox News. Everyone knows about Fox News. And yet, you and these other people work for it. You are representing the station that is supposed to be giving people informed information about what's going on in current day, what's happening in the world if need be, what's going on in local areas. You're supposed to be giving informed, intellectually detailed stories. And your idea of that is space nerds poking each other with Space Nerd sticks, and that you aren't familiar with it because you were too busy being attractive and liking things that were cool. All you have to do is watch the movies to know that Star Wars, even from the original to current, is an awesome series. There's a reason that it's still as big as it was back then. There's a reason the franchise is growing as time progresses, as well as the fan base. There is a reason that it will be looked on and remembered fondly decades from now. It is because it is an amazing film series. Is it perfect? No. No film series is. It has its flaws. It has its movies where even the biggest fans go, yeah, let's talk about this one instead. I got a lot to say about this one. Who shot first? Oh, that just started something. But the part that got me was, you're saying that because you were cool and attractive, that something like this doesn't matter to you, and that you can just go on live national television and with all these other people around you and just talk shit about it? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's these kind of stupid people that, I don't even know. You didn't like something, and so you thought it was okay to talk bad about it. You didn't like the fans because they didn't fit into your idea of cool and attractive. No, they're just crazy space nerds that are just unattractive and just go around with their little pointy nerd space sticks and just start poking each other. Yeah, I'm just, yeah. No, that's not it at all. In fact, anyone who knows the series, actually knows the series, can instantly come up with something for a rebuttal for everything that she said. Those were the main things, but an actual person who likes the series, that is well informed with the series, can tell you why everything that she said was horseshit. She said that she was too attractive to be informed in the series. You have access to the internet. Just look up Star Wars, and you will see cosplays and conventions and things like that with very attractive people that she says are not attractive. And yet, all the time, you will see, like, this amazingly hot woman, like, bikini-clad woman, wearing a Boba Fett helmet. You will see these hot women with tattoos on their arms, or on their leg, or on their side, that are Star Wars related. And you're saying these people are not attractive. Princess Leia's bronze bikini. That's all I have to say. It is an easily recognizable thing in pop culture, and the series itself. Everybody knows about when Jabba the Hutt took Princess Leia as a slave and put her in that bronze bikini. Little kids had that on a poster in their room. Many figures have been made of it. People have cosplayed as that outfit. And not like the unattractive people that you claim. No, people that actually fit the scheme of the concept. They are in a bronze bikini that makes them look hot. And you're saying they're unattractive. And you're saying that the series isn't cool enough for you when all the things that you like won't be around at the end of the decade. And yet this has been around since the 70s. Are you sure you have all of your screws and bolts hooked in perfectly fit? Because something tells me if I were to just grab you by your head and shake you around every so often, I would just hear a clang, 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 clang. I'm pretty certain that if you were to just take your head and tilt it over, just nuts and bolts would just start pouring out of your ear. Something is going on here, because someone in your position should not be saying all of this crap. It's unfounded, it's all biased, it's all your opinion, not the kind of opinion where it's like, oh yes, I did informed research, and I'm using thoughts that I took time and sat down and thought about to actually come up with this discussion. No, you just sat down with like 5 other assholes and you just start saying, yeah, it sucks, it's not cool, I'm attractive, it ain't right, no, let's go do something cool, let's go to a nightclub, get drunk and hook up with random people, yeah, that's cool, no, it's fucking retarded. That's the biggest thing for me. Someone in this position on national television who's done this for years, slandering a series that people have opinions of. Don't get me wrong, people have opinions of this, and they are not afraid to talk about it. She tweeted saying that she was too attractive and liked things that were actually cool to actually be familiar with the series, and she didn't think every Star Wars fanatic wouldn't say anything, would just stay quiet and just let it be. No, they were going to give their opinion. They were going to say their piece. They were going to tell her that she was wrong and that she was full of shit. That's what people do. You are taking something that they hold dear and shitting all over it, and you expected them to stay quiet. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god. Star Wars is a beloved series. People all over the world love it, or at least here in the US. But for sake of argument, many people love it, but not you. And not your group of friends that you had sitting there next to you. You said that they were unattractive. Tons of pictures online can prove you wrong instantly. You said that it was uncool, when really, it's been going on for so long and gathered such a massive fan base of both everyday people, celebrities, politicians, all types of people enjoy it. Cool people, uncool people, it fits the entire spectrum. They all love it. But you didn't. You didn't like it. So you had to talk bad about it. When really, you could have just said easily that you weren't a fan of the series and that you were not properly informed of it. So you could talk about it and give an unbiased opinion about it. That way it is still professional. It is still intellectual. It is still worth merit. But no. You were too cool and attractive to give a damn about it. And you slandered it all on national television. Here's the words I want to say. Your attractiveness, and anyone who bases anything on attractiveness, looks fade over time. Those attractive things won't be attractive later, including you. All the cool things that you were into cool is only a fad. Fads change over time. Everything cool then isn't cool now. Everything cool now won't be cool later. And you can change with it. Being, oh, this was cool, now this is cool, so I'm just going to drop this and go with this. But it's still a fad. It will change later, and it has no identity. You're just doing it because everyone else is doing it. You don't hold it dear. You don't look at it fondly with excitement to do it. No, you just do it because it's cool. And once it's not cool anymore, throw it out, move on to the next thing. Star Wars wasn't like that. People loved it back in the 70s, and people love it now. And they will love it for future generations, even long after the series is over. Star Wars will live on. Star Wars has a place in history. Pop culture history. You do not. You will fade into the annals of history as a mere speck. You are the tiny blue dot of pop culture. And for those of you who don't know what the tiny blue dot is, look it up. It's amazing. You're the tiny blue dot of pop culture and news. Soon you will fade into obscurity, and no one will remember you. That is how insignificant your role is in all of this. That's all I really want to say. It was bullshit that someone of such regards would just slander a beloved series. Whether you love it or you hate it, you still should have been professional, and you should have still been unbiased. But apparently that wasn't an option. But I'm done. This is the Mad King Paradox signing off, and I will see you all in the next video. There we go. Okay, so there was a bloopers. Didn't know exactly what happened there, but apparently wanted to beep and didn't want to show that it was starting the recording. Okay, that's a thing now. Why not? Alright. Do all this. Hey, my very first outtake. What the hell? Alright, let's go. And 3, 2, 1. Remember to do this in edit. Don't be an idiot. And go.